Hey there. So, you're looking for a dog trainer here in Oak Creek, Wisconsin? Well, you've definitely come to the right place. We're going to walk through everything you need to know to find the perfect fit for you and your best friend. And this really hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? I mean, training isn't just about learning sit and stay. It's about being able to live your life here in our community without all the stress. Okay, so here's what we'll cover. First up, what training really looks like for life in Oak Creek. Then we'll get into the different training programs out there. After that, we'll talk about how to actually check out a trainer to see if they're a good fit. Of course, we'll cover the money, what this all costs. And finally, some local rules and great spots you should know about. All right, first up, training for life right here in Oak Creek. You know, good manners aren't just a nice-to-have thing. They're what makes it possible for your dog to safely and calmly handle everything our town throws at them. Really, the whole point is to have a dog who can enjoy a nice, calm walk near Bending Branches Park, but also not lose their mind with all the cars and people on South Howell Avenue. We're talking about real-world skills for your actual life. So, how do you get there? Let's talk about finding the right training fit because, what works for one dog might not be the best for yours. You are going to hear this term a lot, positive reinforcement. And for good reason. It's pretty much the gold standard in modern training. Instead of punishing bad behavior, you're rewarding the good stuff with treats, toys, or even just a happy good boy. It builds so much trust, and honestly, it just makes training way more fun for both of you. So what's better, group classes or private sessions? Well, group classes are fantastic for getting your dog used to other dogs and people, plus they're usually easier on the wallet. On the other hand, private sessions are totally customized to your dog's specific needs, which is perfect if you're dealing with a particular issue like jumping or barking. And there are other options too. In-home training is great because the expert comes right to your house to work on problems where they actually happen. Got a crazy schedule? Day training might be for you. A pro works with your dog while you're busy. And for a really intensive approach, there's board and train, where your dog lives with the trainer for a few weeks. It's the most expensive, but you can see results fast. Okay, this next part is so important. How do you actually evaluate a trainer? You can't just pick one at random. Let's talk about credentials and the questions you absolutely have to ask. First thing to look for, certifications. Now, I know, all these acronyms can look a little intense, but here's the bottom line. They mean the trainer has actually studied and passed tests on dog behavior and learning. It shows they're serious about their profession and are keeping up with the latest, most humane methods. Okay, get your notes out ready because these are the questions you need to ask any trainer you're considering. What methods do you use? Make sure you're comfortable with their approach. How will you customize the plan for my dog? A one-size-fits-all plan is a huge red flag. And definitely ask about how you'll track progress, what the total costs are, their cancellation policy, and if they'll coordinate with your vet. Oh, and a big one, what's my homework between sessions? All right, let's talk money. What can you actually expect to pay for dog training services around here in the Oak Creek area? So for a single private one-on-one lesson, which usually lasts about an hour to 90 minutes, you're probably looking at somewhere between $100 and $200. And this table gives you a really nice overview. You can see group classes are the most budget-friendly way to get started. Private lessons are more per session, and then you see the price jump for those multi-visit packages, and especially for the big board and train programs. This should give you a pretty good ballpark for what to expect. Okay, last section. Let's bring all this training back home to Oak Creek. Knowing the local rules and where to practice is how you make all those new skills actually stick. First things first, this is a key city rule. If your dog is over 5 months old, they have to be licensed with the city of Oak Creek. And remember, it's an annual thing, so don't forget to renew it each year. And when you're out and about in public, your leash needs to be 6 feet long. Not one of those retractable ones. A standard 6-foot leash gives you so much more control, and that's just safer for everybody. This one is a state law, and it's not optional. Your dog has to have a current rabies vaccination once they're over 5 months old. Now for the fun part, where to practice. The Oak Creek Dog Park is awesome for working on things like recall in a safe fenced-in area. If you want to practice keeping your dog's focus with distractions around, the trails at Grant Park are perfect for that. And for just some good old-fashioned leash walking practice, you can't beat the open spaces at Bending Branches Park. So just think about that for a second. What would that look like for you? A really nice, peaceful walk through Grant Park? Or just being able to relax on a local patio somewhere without any drama? That's what good training really gets you. Good luck with your training journey. Seriously, having a well-behaved companion that you can trust and take anywhere just opens up your whole world here in Oak Creek. It makes everything better, from just hanging out at home to being out in the community with friends and neighbors.